Growth doesn't mean perfection. It means progress, even if it's slow. Hi guys, how are you doing? I know you guys haven't seen this face in a while. I have like serious reasons why. So if you have missed me, I have missed you. Just comment down below. Tell me where you're watching this video from. Today's video is 3 things I wish I knew in my late teens and early 20s to be able to handle this phase of my life. These lessons would have saved me a lot of stress, a lot of tears in between, but I'm glad I know them now. Okay, let's dive into it. We have growth, grief, and finance. So we start with growth. First off, I used to think that growth was like this linear, straight path where like you graduate, you get a job, you figure out life. Well, I have experienced a lot of wake-up calls. One of the greatest lessons I've learned is knowing that you don't have to figure everything out. Like, you don't need to put yourself in so much pressure. I should know this by now. I should be doing this by now. I must have done this by now. No. Growth is messy, growth is slow sometimes, and making a mistake and learning from it, that is growth. There is no failure. There's no path of failure. If you failed at something and you learn from it, you can do it again. And okay, I've made this mistake before. It's not the way it's supposed to go. I've learned from it and I'm doing it this way. I think from what I've learned so far in my life, that is growth. It doesn't have to be fast, fabulous, and flashy, and the small progress you make is growth. Then my number 2 is grief. This one hit close to home recently, and it's just like there is no way of figuring out grief, or there's no getting over grief. You have to learn to live with it. It doesn't go away. You cannot swipe one chapter off. No. And if you've experienced grief, I'm very sure you can relate to what I'm saying. You cannot flip up a page. Some days are good, some days are horrible, some days are just fair. There is no timeline to heal. There is no guide. Everybody heals differently. Everybody goes through grief differently. I can be doing something, that's how I'm handling my grief, and you can be doing another thing, and that's how you're handling your grief. I feel like there's no judgment in grief. Everybody goes through that process differently. So one thing I have learned is grief changes you. No matter how you might not see it, you might like, really, if you've never experienced it, you don't know how it changes you, but it does. And it's okay. Because this is life, basically. You cannot stop it from happening. You only can live with it. Okay, so my last one is finance. This word, I used to think back then. I'll say back then because, my God, I don't even know what was going on in my head. I used to think that when I start earning more, I'll start saving. No. One thing I've learned is that you can never, you can't push savings, or you can't push financial aspect of your life to later, when I'm older or when I'm earning. No, you have to do it now. You have to. It's a habit. I'll just say it's a habit that you need to cultivate. You need to learn how to do it. You need to have something called financial discipline, because if you cannot manage or know how to utilize your small, how do you want to know how to utilize your big, right? Right now, back then I used to do this small, I write a list, I'll follow my list, but I do not add saving in that list. No, I don't add saving in that list. So if it's just what to buy, things to buy, oh God, I just actually things to buy for the month, then I'll list it out. I'm not working. I will use it. I'll spend whatever amount my dad or my mom, anybody gives me to buy those things. But I don't put money for savings. I don't save. I said I will save later when I start working. So I had to learn how to. Okay, I'm already have this sense of creating a budget and stuff like that. Then creating an expense tracker as well, and then putting savings like the budget 50 30 20 rule. A lot of people use different rules, but I use that sometimes. So having the financial knowledge, it's not something that is too late to know. I feel like every parent should even teach their child, this is how it is, this is how money is, know this. If not, speaking from experience, money will teach you things. So these are my 3 lessons, 3 things that I have learned so far. I wish I knew that I've learned and I'm learning in my 20s. Okay, growth isn't a linear path. Grief is a journey, and finance is way more important than we let on. So if you are still figuring it out, or if you've learned anything from this video and you want to practice it, let me know down in the comment section. If there's something else that I haven't mentioned, if there's one other part that you're like, I wish I knew this, let me know down in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to watch my next video that's coming on to let you guys know why I have been off for a while. See you. Bye.